special video planned out for all of you guys. Now, as you all may have realized, this channel has hit 1,000 subscribers. I don't even know where to begin. I'm just gonna be real here. I didn't know that this would happen, whatsoever. I just figured I'd make a video and see how things go. Didn't really have a plan as to, what's gonna happen. And, so I just went ahead and here we are now. But I don't know about you guys, but I want to see where this goes. I want to see how far the channel can go. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys incredibly for all of your love and support. I really do. I really do appreciate it. I wonder if the microphone can pick up over here. It probably can. I'm just not too sure. But so, as I've stated, as a token of my appreciation, I would like to make a larger video compiled with a series of requests requested by you guys. It's actually kind of cool. I just figured out that I can do this with the microphone. I figured out that I can take it off the stand. Just put that right there. So, as a token of my appreciation, I'm going to be going through a compilation of ASMR triggers for all of you guys. Now, I'm going to put this back on the stand. This assortment of triggers will consist of various sounds and such that was requested by you guys. And some of them is of my favorite. So, just to add a little spice in there. And without further ado, let's get started. I have with me a massive bag of triggers with me currently here today. And what I intend to do with these triggers is stimulate your ASMR with these triggers. We're gonna start off light. A lot of you guys in the it's entirely up to whoever is handling that item. As to whether or not the volume reciprocates as such. Very careful. Let's move on. Now, I don't know what it was, but there's some sticky residue on that. It's pretty new, so I would expect that. I think I need to moisturize with some cocoa butter oil. And whilst I moisturize, I believe I can make some. Oh, that smells weird. I believe I can make some pretty good sound. That sounds gross. Moisturized hand sounds is what we'll call it. It sounds similar to dry hand sounds, but with dry hand sounds, what you get is a slightly more harsh overtone of hand rubbing. Moisturized hands tend to be obviously softer, so there's that. I believe we sufficiently moisturized. We can now place the cap back on the bottle. You can do so much with a single small, minuscule pocket of air. Just listen. Oil is a more viscous liquid than water is, so what you have is less bubbly, less spontaneous sounds, but instead you get just a single bubble, just a this here is a brush. And what I'm going to do with this brush, I think you already know. Jessica. The fabric on the bees is a very soft fabric, like a rustling of a blanket as you are about to drift off to sleep. I like to think of it as a shuffling of the feet inside the blanket. Imagine, if you will, you're drifting off to sleep. You're about half asleep. And for one final time, you shuffle your feet and your arms to get more comfortable and acquainted with the position of the blanket and its sounds, like that. just the aesthetic of it, I believe. I like spheres. I think they're pretty cool. Spheres are just so well rounded. We're going to take the mic off the stand for this one. I think glass triggers are just, it's a type of trigger that you don't really see too often anymore. I think it used to be popular about 4 years ago, but I think people should bring it back. I think we should move on to our very next trigger. Now, something that I mentioned once before was water triggers, and I actually like water triggers too. I think that they're a cool trigger. I like the liquid. I think water triggers are a fairly versatile trigger, and you can do a lot with them. So that's why I like it. It's also very calming, for me at least. I think water is a natural type of calm, very calm thing of this world. It brings peace and tranquility to many. I know that when I was younger, I would often go and play in the water when I went on fishing trips. I like playing in the water. It was fun. Anyways, that one was a bit experimental, and might I say short-lived. However, to those that crave water triggers, worry not, because I have another trigger for you guys. You may have seen this in just about every ASMR video possible. This is a very popular trigger, and I've come to like this trigger as well. So, with that being said, I'd like to share this with you. this, you may ask? Don't worry about that. But you're in a hot tub. And in this hot tub, it's nice and relaxing and steamy. Very steamy. Looks like I'm hotboxing this place. It's a very warm breeze of steam, and this breeze gently coats your entire body. This breeze, you welcome this breeze warmly. The breeze says hello, and you say, "Hi breeze, it's nice to meet you. It's very nice to meet you." The breeze is your friend. Calm, peace, and tranquility is what we need to sleep. A peaceful, restful sleep. It's all we need in life. I want this video to be nice and peaceful for you. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whenever you are. Just a nice and peaceful video for everyone to sleep to. Let's move on, shall we? Scissors. What a pleasant surprise that we have here. It's been a while, hasn't it? Ever since I used this mic on the very first video that I made. Now, with this microphone, I'd like to take the time to thank you guys once more. I love thanking you guys. And I love making these videos for you guys. I'd like to give a little bit of, I guess, backstory is a good way to put it. I notice that with a lot of ASMR videos that people often do videos very fast, very loud, and over time I've developed a taste in a specific type of ASMR that I really enjoy, quite frankly. And this ASMR is not seen too often, in my opinion, so I figured might as well just make some, Can't hurt to try it. So, just went ahead and did it, and here we are now. And, just want to say thank you once again for all the support that I've been getting from you guys. It really means a lot. It shows me that I'm not alone, and it shows me that, people appreciate the soft speaking voice, the soft speaking tone. It shows me that people appreciate circumspection. It shows me that there's a world out there where people can appreciate different types of ASMR. And I'm just glad to be a part of it. And I'm glad to have you guys find something that you don't see too often. I get comments on some of my videos talking about how they haven't found something like this in years. It's just been a long time since they've felt, the tingles. And, it really makes me happy to see that, because it's somebody enjoying something that they really love, but it's just unfortunate that, they just haven't gotten what they need, and so I'm glad to be it. I'm glad to give it. I'm glad to do it. So, if that means anything, then I'm glad. I will say one thing that I'm also very just not particularly good at sometimes is showing my emotion. I can show gratitude, but comes to emotion and like the overall oomph of the gratitude. I promise this is not a nose rack. The water spilled in one of my steamers, so I'm just using this to wipe any excess water from the result of the spillage. I know that a lot of people out there need their sleep, and they need comfort. They need something to